about this with David Goss in the last episode, but obviously he did roll his ankle. My man, his foot looked like a 7 for a moment, which was just
it's not how you want your foot to look.
You know, it doesn't. You don't want it to make that.
No. When your pinky is sideways looking at you like a fish, you made a mistake.
It's just and look, Messi just rolls his ankle inwards, which is just terrible to see. So he was in a boot watching the game against the Revs. Inter Miami won that game, which is they've only lost one game since Messi and Suarez left for Copa America.
It's like you don't need them.
They're at the top. They're at the top of the Supporter Shield standings, and
it's almost as if Tata Martino is a good coach that's won MLS Cup already in this league.
And now that all the players are coming back from injury, was it Diego Gomez?
Yeah.
Is it Federico Redondo? I think it's Federico. I don't remember his first name. Redondo. I think he's got a goal and assist, or he might have gotten 2 goals. But so Messi was watching the game and he was in that boot. So we know there's I hate that I can't remember his name, but there's a guy that I follow on TikTok who is a physio that he kind of gives his opinion whenever he sees an injury on players. He's like, okay, this is the injury they have. This is apologies, I can't remember your name. I will get it back. I'll mention it in the next show or after the break. But he looked at the injury and he was like, this is at least 6 weeks. So that was his estimate.
Which is not as bad as what we all thought. The term indefinitely puts a little bit of fear, right? They said Lionel Messi's out indefinitely. That puts a lot of fear, especially my first thought is, are you afraid to say he's out for the season because of ticket sales and everything else?
Yeah.
But it looks like that might not be the case.
Yeah, it looks like the as far as the and when they asked him about it, he said like, "Oh, I'm fine." Like he didn't look. It's not a break. It's not anything too severe. It just looked so bad, and so that obviously causes some concern. As far as so look. Messi, for the most part, and we saw it at Copa America, even though Argentina won, he didn't look 100%. And realistically, I think not this ankle injury, and it's also on his right foot, not his stronger foot. Yeah. So, which for Messi, it doesn't really matter.
Like, give him a wooden leg. Let him go out there.
But so it's on his right foot. So there's a little bit of like, I don't know, to me, a little bit of less concern that he's probably gonna miss the League's Cup. You would imagine that, or won't be
MLS
back.
All-Star.
Definitely, yeah, obviously. I mean, Garber's just like, what?
This is what we signed him for.
It's just literally couldn't have been at it was the last game of the day. Copa America, he would have been so close to just like doing. Messi. We all know he needs to do the press junkets.
Yeah, the promo is as important.
Is as important
as the
game. so Garber, is not happy. So that's like the frustrating part. But more than anything, we know he's been carrying like a.
Here's what I say. You know those little the kick scooters you put your leg down when you have let him out there and get a pink and black one. It ain't his strong foot. You still got your left to be banging in shot.
Imagine, bro. It's just like it's
ripping up the
just leaving track marks.
I mean, I see his heat map. It's on the pitch.
But we know Messi's been carrying like a hamstring injury, and that's kind of the fact that he injured his ankle is good for his healing of his hamstring. So by the time he comes back, everything should be solid. Good, and you would think that he's gonna who knows how Inter Miami can go back to back in League's Cup given how they're playing, and Suarez is gonna be there. But
and Suarez didn't play too much with Uruguay.
He's fine.
So he's rested.
Exactly. He was having physical fights more than he was playing.
Duffing out fans.
So he was good. He didn't fight the fans, but he did get into a couple scraps with players. But that's Suarez being Suarez.
Nah, Darwin Nunez didn't need no help. He was out there.
He's like, I got this, old man.
He's like, nah, chill. We need your knees.
But that's kind of the thing. I think Inter Miami at League's Cup, I think they'll be fine. They could possibly even win it, given how they're playing. So
I wonder if they'll. We always talk about this when it comes to other competitions, and it feels like we do a disservice to the players because we know how much every competition matters to them.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they take their foot off the gas a little bit because you're not going to have Messi. You don't have to put your all into it. You got players coming back from injury. but I'm sure they're going to go for it the same way they go for everything else.
Yeah. You would imagine, though, after what you call it, after the Leagues Cup, Messi's back. Immediate favorites to not only win the Supporter Shield.
They look good. They look good without him. Imagine with Messi.
And probably win MLS Cup. And then he can finally win that trophy that has eluded him for so long. The MLS Cup.
Could you imagine? Just one last major trophy.
Exactly, because his career is not really complete.
No.
I hate all these pundits are like, Messi's won everything. He doesn't want. What is the motivation? Slow it down, dog.
Whoa, 2. MLS Cup, US Open Cup.
Okay. And he also hasn't won MLS All-Star. So, that's on his...
But he ain't even been in the playoffs.
He hasn't even been in the playoffs.
No, I don't even know what the group stage. I don't know what we're doing this year. He don't even know what the playoffs is like.
So
can he do it?
Is he the GOAT?
We're about to find out. Maybe in Europe.
We're asking, and does that really matter though? That's not, nobody really even like watches.
Out here, I don't think that really.
Exactly. So people, don't just give him the GOAT crown.
Yeah, no, he got to prove it out here.
He got to prove it out here. So all right. Speaking of Argentina and Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
And everything going on there.
Which, by the way, he caught a stray in this, I think, for no reason.
For no reason whatsoever.
He had nothing to do with any of this.